Hey guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, do that now. And turn on notifications. And, at the end of the video, hit the like button. Smash that thing. That way it helps me out in the meta. And, helps me out. Also, if you want to help out the channel and you're interested in buying Zarak, you can use the Amazon affiliate link down below in the description. And there's also an Amazon wish list and our Patreon. You can contribute there, and every little bit helps my channel so much more. All right, well, without further ado, hey kids, it's Hyperdellic doing another Dungeons and Dragons Zarak. This little dude excites me. Like, from the second I saw these coming out, I was like, oh, he is dope. I remember these Dungeons and Dragons figures, the tiny little 3 3/4 or whatever it was. They were like GI Joe sized. And my cousin had a bunch of them. I did not have any of them. Okay, but my cousin had like Warduke, and he had the dungeon, like the dragon dungeon thing. Super cool. I'm pretty sure he had the wizards, and I'm pretty sure he had the Zarak. And I loved going over to his house and playing with those. They were so cool. They always wanted to play with Star Wars and He-Man and stuff, but I was like, oh, I gotta check this stuff out. So let's take a look. It's one of these good old Neca boxes. Lots of good artwork on here. The backs are fabulous. I have Strongheart and I have Warduke, and they are magnificent. There's the other little dude. I can't remember what his name is. There's a little dwarf coming out. He's got a beard. Looks very cool. I totally want him. There's another one. I don't remember what his name was, but he's got like snakes and stuff on him. Wasn't super into him. But if I ever get a chance to pick him up on clearance or anything like that, which I doubt, but if I do, I'm definitely going to grab him. But yeah, you get some nice little peeks at what Zarak looks like. And then they've got the nice little window for those of you who want to keep your figures protected, or, want to display it like this. That's a pretty cool way to display it. I don't want to keep it in the box though, because that wouldn't be fun. So I think we're gonna open them up. All right, let's do it. Dun, 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 dun. You know what? There's no Dungeons and Dragons songs that you guys are gonna know, so I'm just doing the, Game of Thrones theme song. Dun 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 I don't really know what the theme song is anymore. I haven't watched it in forever. Dun, 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 dun. Boom. Dude, there is Zarak. Holy cow. That was a difficult figure to get out of his package. I mean, it's like they didn't want him to ever leave his box. All right. Little dude comes with a lot of accessories. I mean, honestly. He comes with 2 punchy fists. Boom, boom, boom. Right? Them's not so bad. Right? He's got 2 kind of open hand dealies right there. And then he's got a grip in hand. I guess that's it, huh? Yep. That's it for the hands. Then he comes with these two little daggers. All right. These are pretty dope. Then he comes with this sword. I like the sword. It's pretty good. It's kind of light, kind of tinky plastic, you know. So it's a rigid plastic. So don't try to bend it too much. He comes with a potion bottle. Awesome, right? He also comes with a grappling hook with a real string. And then he has a spare head. And those are all of his accessories. I like them. There's some really nice detail in this spare head. We'll explore it just a little bit more in a moment. Look at this beefy boy. This is pretty dope. We're going to get close up on that hood. Look at all those nice little textures. There's a nice little wash over the blue. I really like that. It makes it look like it's cloth. It's pretty cool. And then you go down and you've got this like shoulder pad thing. Looks like it's a separate piece. That's pretty cool. I like it. There's more wash. I mean, there's like detail to make it look like it's leather. I mean, that face sculpt is just fantastic. He's got another head. I don't really know what the difference is, but we'll take a look at both of them in a minute. But just going over the detail of this sculpt, like, oh, look at that. The leather has like all the dimpling, you know, and I mean, the paint applications are very nice. This is Neca. I mean, I expect really good from Neca. I have always gotten really good from Neca. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know about how you guys feel about it, but man, I am smitten with this figure. I think that's a little spot for his hook. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's outstanding. And he's got these two sheaths. Here, we'll put these in so that we can see how it looks. Oh, slippery. Come on, buddy. There you go. All right. It's just such a... I really wanted him. I mean, I'm not kidding. Like, I really wanted him. He was so cool. Like, when I was a kid, this was the one that I was like, oh, he's awesome. I always wanted him. He has... I can't see what's going on inside of there, but it looks like a basic pin rocker situation. Arm can go 360, right? There's like a bicep cut, not bicep. And then there's a elbow joint. Neca throws in some strange articulation, but it makes for some really amazing posing. Right? I mean, anybody who's had a Neca figure knows what I'm talking about. And if you have never bought a Neca figure and this is like one that you're looking at and you're considering it, Hyperdellic says, go buy it. It's great. Okay. So he's got some standard wrist articulation, right? There's a pin and rocker situation. You can turn it all the way around. You can flop back and forth, what we would say horizontally, right? Okay, so waist articulation. let's see. We're gonna try and get personal in there. It looks like there is a like waist pinball situation, right? Like a lot of kind of similar to GI Joe figures from the O-ring era, right? But I mean, while we're down here, let's take a look at his crotch. Zarak, can you do a yoga pose? He can. He actually does all right. The ooh, look at that. His coat gets in the way a little bit, but it's pretty good. Oh wow, and his knees. He's got some crazy leg articulation here too. Let me show you this stuff. Okay, so we saw the crotch, right? The leg can come out like that. It can go forward, just like that, and then it can go. It stops right about there. You can go backwards a few. He doesn't quite. He's not going to be kicking his butt, his own butt, anytime soon, right? He kind of does this, but he's a smaller figure, and if you're expecting some like amazing articulation out of a smaller figure, you're a little on the crazy side. All right, so there's this knee joint, right? And the knee swivels, right? There's a pin and rocker situation in there, right? And it'll swivel 360. Okay. Oh my god, this poor knee. No boot cut, but that knee pretty much does it for you. And then the foot, like, okay, so he's like, here's neutral. Okay. There's all the way back. And that's about as far forward as he's going. I bet you I could probably get more if I pushed it. But, while we're down here, let's take a look at this foot. There is some very nice stuff going on here. I mean, again, these textures and washes. The paint and the sculpting is just beautiful. I mean, Neca is it's an affordable, very high quality figure. Like, I'm going to say that. It's probably not your, your Hot Toys. It's not your amazing Yamaguchis. It's not the hundreds of dollars figures, but this is awesome. Okay. You saw this. It's amazing looking. Okay. All right. So next we're going to put on all of his accessories and, we're gonna see what he looks like with his other head. We're gonna figure that whole situation out too. Okay, so Zarak's head comes off like that, right? I pulled that off camera just because you got to manhandle it and it's hard to do. This whole thing could come off, so if you want to put it back on, put his head on like that. You can do that. I'm going to take a look at his other head. He's got ears on this one, and maybe that's the difference. So without his hood, that's Zarak, right? And I'll put his shoulder, shoulder whatever that thing is, pads or whatever, on there. Okay, so now let's take a look. I guess the head does not. Well, it looks like if I forced it, it could come out. But it doesn't look like the head is meant to come out. So that's his that's his hoodless head, right? And this is the hooded head. I'm going to display him with the hood on, because that looks cool. All right? So, and it's not difficult. He's got a good old-fashioned ball peg on the neck there. You just pop it in there and pray you don't break nothing. Right? Because that's a figure. Spend a ton of money and you could break it. So we're going to switch out his hands a little bit here. I have him have a holy hand. Ta-da! So that he can hold his big old sword. That's all. Right? Because that's cool. I like that sword. That looks pretty dope in his hands. Right? That's a neat figure right there. And then he's got this potion bottle. I think I'm gonna. Oh no, it will not. And just put it in his hand. Like, it sucks that he doesn't have another gripping hand. Or at least, if he does, I lost it somewhere. And that sucks too. But we're gonna do this. He's gonna be holding his potion. Because, you know, Dungeons and Dragons, potions, it's awesome. We'll do that. Next accessory is this thing. So I'm going to wrap it up a little bit so that I can hang it on that belt hook. Let's hope for the best. I think that looks okay. It's got this little loop in the back. Let's see. It's not going to be easy, is it? No, sir, it is not. But we're going to get it. Because if I can't get it, you shouldn't get the figure. Right? Alright, so that's hanging on him. It's pretty dope. That is Zarak. We're going to zoom out and take a nice little zoomed out look. Because that's what zooming out means. You zoom out. Oh man, I'm probably tired. All right, so there's Zarak in all of his wondrous glory. That is a fantastic looking figure. I think he is spectacular. I think that if anybody picked him up, you'd be satisfied with him. Especially if you've had any of these other Dungeons and Dragons figures. They are gorgeous. They are gorgeous. Strongheart and Warduke are two of my favorite figures. And now he's joined that pantheon. Okay? Zarak, come here. Tell these folks what to do. You're gonna turn on the subscription and subscribe thing, and you're gonna turn on notifications. Right? Because he's a trolly little dude, man. That's what he sounds like. Don't make fun of me. Listen, you know what? I'll see you on here doing voices. You know what? You want to come on here and do voices? We'll do some voices. You let me know. If you're good enough, maybe I'll bring you in. Let me know. All right, Zarak. Tell everybody else what to do. Hit the like button. Hit it. Smash it. Smash it. Right? Because that's what you got to do. You got to smash it. You can't just like click it. Click the like button. No. Smash it. And then throw a potion on it. And freeze it. And then you roll your D20. And it comes up as a 2. And you're like, oh man, I can't do nothing this turn. And then your dungeon master just laughs at you a little. Gives you a little wink and says, no, sir. No, you cannot. All right, Zarak. Say goodbye to the people. Goodbye. Bye, people.